Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 13 of my journey through Group Self-Found Secrets of the Atlas. Last time, I leveled a Warden using the new Blast Rain of Trarthus. This big fire dot debuff gets applied to enemies caught in the blast, and it's a damage over time skill, but not an ignite. It crushed through the campaign, and we're gonna get it geared up a bit, take it into maps, and see how far I can get it leveled today. Add my gold I got in the campaign to King's March. I maybe should switch them to Wheat and Orgord. And before I can get going, I need my resistances capped. I don't need to do like crazy gear. I need to get this wand on. That's leveling the Enlighten and Enhance. So let's see what I got here. Cold Lightning with Chaos Res. Ring. I probably can just put that on here. Need big fire res somewhere. There's a helmet I have. This one's got fire lightning on it, and it has the right colors. This is my current helm. That helped a little bit. Fire, cold, life armor. It's not bad for a Stygian Vise. Probably good enough. I need to convert cold somewhere into fire, and I should be good. There's a cold craft on this ring. Make that fire. Looks decent enough. Bless the chaos res on that. Then, does Dunes have the bow card? No. Imperial Wasteland, T13 plus. Okay, that's not gonna happen easily. For the Imperial Legacy, I want to farm that. Here is a 6-socket Imperial bow. I have an Imperial bow that has the more AoE with bow attacks that fire a single projectile. The quiver I have is nothing super special, and there's resists on this one. I need to be looting quivers. But I can take one of these bows. Roll +2 on it. Looking for a prefix, +2 socketed bow gems. +1 socketed gems. That's not the one I need. There it is. +2 socketed bow gems. Crit chance. Regold fizz damage. I could have made it +3 had I regold a suffix, but this will work. Make it quality, at least 5 link it, or if it's 6 links, then, well, I'll have a 6 link. When I am spamming fusings on this, I'm looking at these links. If I see these links, that's what gives me pause to stop, because it might be 5 linked at the top or the bottom, but any 5 or 6 link will have these 3 links. So that's what I'm watching for when I'm spamming these fusings on here. There's another one. There's a 5 link. All right, so then I need red, red, blue from the crafting bench. 2 red, 1 blue, an extra red. Okay. Those are the ideal colors, honestly. I have learned that you could use elemental focus with this. That would be better than efficacy. It's not an elemental ailment, so I can use that, but then I would no longer be able to inflict Scorch with the initial bow hit, which has a smaller AoE to it. But I do have the Wave of Conviction for that. I guess for now I can just like level it in the offhand. And then put Ellie with attacks, use efficacy for now. Blast Rain, Swift Affliction, Burning Damage. Craft some attack speed on this. That'll work. So now it's already better than it was while I was in the campaign. Grab the loot filter. Let's see here. Set this to show the bows and quivers. I really only need quiver, and primal or broadhead or feathered would be fine. All right, that's what I'm looking for there. I have a prismatic tincture that I'm going to want. So let's get this thing rolled up and qualitied. That's so much elemental damage just on its own. Okay, then there's a damage over time multiplier. Cooldown, damage over time. That's T5. That could be way better. Try again. Reduced effect, reduced mana burn rate. That is T2. I annul it. Give me something better. Increased effect. Okay, tincture acquired. Then I need a corrupt blood flask. Ooh, only 6 seconds, but that'll work. For now, jade flask. Whoa, whoa. Reduce charges used movement speed. Okay, I can't use that for another level. That is nuts. Reduce effective curses, quicksilver flask. I can put on these boots in 2 levels. Okay, I got a better reduced effective curses. on a granite, so I can try and reroll this. So now I'm looking for reduced effective shock, or evasion rating would be fine. Evasion rating with max charges. Okay, what else? Take the blast rain of Trarthus, make it 20% quality. That's another 20 fired out multi. I need these boots that I'm gonna put on to have all blue sockets, so force 2, then do the socket trick. Oh, 2 sockets to 3. There's the third blue. That was the first off color too, after like 15 tries. It's like a 50-50 chance whether it's blue or red whenever it goes, but most likely green. I've dropped below 350 jeweler's orbs. It only takes 13 per try though, so effectively it's like 4 chromes per try if I was trying to just chrome it. There it is. Cool. I can be 4 linked. Abyss Jewel, life. Life with chance for phasing on kill. Sure. I don't want fizz. Reflect. Everything else is probably fine here. Sorry to bother you. I found this. It might be good for new build. Attack speed, life, burning damage. This is good. I'll take that for now. I'll give him 10 chaos for it in the form of chaotic dispositions. This will definitely help. Next piece of prep. Take out a void stone. Move a favorite down to dunes T5. Put one in the T4s for alleyways. So I'm running T3s. Yeah. Then the Atlas passive tree. Probably want the third one. I need to get rid of Alva, add essences. 23 on makings. That's more than enough there. Only took 13 points. Add the essence. Increased chances for remnants of corruption. Additional essence. 5 points. Throw that into drop map drops. Grab Lost in Transit. And I think I drop a couple more of these. Get more likely for Bismuth. Alright, let's do this. Oh, get my golem out. That's some extra chaos res for me. Got tincture. Wonder how long that's gonna be able to last. Just melting stuff. Got a cooldown to it, but I gotta hit the enemies where they're on top of me. Alleyways, good. I pretty much only will have to hit anything once and it'll die, which is awesome. Ooh, massive shrine. I should have made it way bigger, but I don't know that it seems way bigger. I did get a comment from somebody saying the AoE wasn't really scaling the AoE on this. I don't really have info to back that up, but I guess I could unspec the AoE I have on the tree and see if it makes a difference. Fire Ignite resistant, magic pack. I do have my curses and my wave of conviction. I haven't had to use those at all in this map yet. Then to the map boss. I can go unbound, curse, curse, hit them please. Wave of conviction, yeah, easy. Did not get my level. Well, I'm thinking about it. Quiver has hunter influence. Are there any? Otter has one. It's an accuracy quiver. I mean, it'll work for now. Yeah, I think he's AFK at the moment, so keep going. There's level 68, which means I can put my other flask on. I think that level, go ahead and put this jewel in. The mana burn is messing with me a bit, and it is starting to be fairly apparent that I need grace pretty badly in the build, as I keep getting hit by stuff, and it all hurts. Level 69. Nice. Oh, Speed Shrine makes this feel so much better. So I need to up the speed pretty substantially, and this will map quite a bit better. It really feels like my ascendancy is doing me next to nothing. So I might look to revamp that a bit. Maybe get the bark skinned and see what the other tincture things can do for me, because the tincture is very strong. Like for general clear, I don't want to have to use all my curses and my wave of conviction. I want to hit the pack and I want it to die. Fire Ignite resistant, I'll give a pass. But even that enemy, I only got 12% of the Scorch, and the Unbound I can only use like once a map for 10 seconds. I mean, Unbound is cool and all. I can get a lot of damage out on the boss, which is nice and all, but could be better. Probably. Well, I'll take this point, get more spell suppression. It's a good start. These boots can now go on. Move my golem down there. And I want to throw Enlighten in here. Okay. Grace is still a long ways out. Let's see here. Tinctures applied to ranged weapons. Yeah, Bark Skin would be cool. I don't know, it would need Lesson of the Seasons. Tincture effects linger up to 6 seconds per mana burn when it was deactivated. Less mana burn rate. And I could have another tincture with some increased tincture effect. Okay, well, I spec'd out of Unbound. Oh, that's some spell suppression. I have Bark Skin. Oh, Bark Skin reserves 10% mana. Well, it will help me live, I guess. On these boots, open suffix. Go for Fire and Chaos. So Chaos is up to 0. Resistances are looking fine. Evasion rating went up from that. Do I have enough resist to take this chest off? I do. Okay, that's what a big problem with my evasion. I could probably slap something useful here on my boots. Chance to avoid poison. Chance to avoid bleed, even better. Max fire res. That's not bad. Movement speed, I'll take that. Let's see, unique. A brisk wrap is some evasion. I could get the cherubims on. That's more evasion and armor. Also has life. Cosprey's Will. Ooh, a bunch of chaos res, a bunch of evasion, additional curse, and hexproof. I like that. But then I want automate steel skin. I need enduring cry. I need Ellie weakness. If I back out of the scorch thing, I wouldn't need the wave of conviction doing as big a hits. And with my current setup, it would do equal amounts of fire and lightning, so I still need the added fire damage with it. Yeah, enduring cry can go in the bow. But the automation, steel skin, flame dash, Ellie weakness over here. So then 1 red, 1 blue on the Cosprey's Will. And then I can use mana forged arrows with frenzy, I think, to get frenzy charges. So force, 1 red, 1 blue. Good. I'll just try and see if this works. That should, if I understand correctly, just like automatically cast frenzy. Yeah. But then before I unspec that, unspec this. Take charisma. That is not enough for grace. What if I got Mind Drinker and this mana reservation efficiency? I got grace on. Oh yeah, there's also this Bark Skin. So I need a lower level of clarity. And I need 7 more regret orbs. So then I could spec out of this and get this. Make my tincture better. More chance to evade attacks per bark below maximum. Oh, that's big physical damage reduction. Okay. I think that will help me quite a bit. I would like to hope. And I'll see if I can get these frenzy charges up using this. And I'm going to need to kill things because I'm having mana issues. Maybe I can grab mana flows. And my chaos res is up to 41%, which is also fantastic. And then how's my evasion? 83%, 86 with 88 with flasks up. And I still haven't taken the 100% extra from body armor. Need levels. Yep, okay, that worked really well on the frenzy charges. So I guess the question is, do I level that up? I don't know that I need to level up the frenzy. That increases its mana cost, and this triggers when I use 300% the mana cost of the frenzy, I think, which I do with every cast. I guess it has a cooldown. Yeah, I'm just not going to do that. Okay, and then I can turn my tincture off, and then it will just last a bit longer. Interesting. And it builds up the mana burn slower. Okay, I got a level. With this level, I think there's a master. Yeah, the first 6 mana burn applied, you have no effect. I'm having mana issues though, so go here. Oh, I guess I have more chaos res if my golem's out. Yeah, it's 58. The golem cannot stay alive though. I have that golem linked with minion life and meat shield, and it dies. That's 3 gem spots given up for that, and it's not being super useful. Blood sap tincture. That is bleed. I don't think I need that one. The frenzy charges helps a lot. That is 2 gem sockets I'm giving up for more than that golem's given me. So if I got a second tincture, what would it do? I don't need Ellie Pin. While I was thinking about it, like, I could not think of another way to get that Scorch to do anything unless I had a weapon swap burning arrow. And that didn't sound like fun, so I just dropped it because that wave of conviction was never going to do it. Attack speed quiver, no. I think Otter logged off too. I wasn't able to grab that quiver. I'm pretty sure a hunter quiver can roll fire dot. If I took this quiver off though, resistances, I do need lightning. I got to get out of these gloves too. No more refunds. What if Faustus change this? Fly. Okay, that's not super expensive yet. I'm not high level. Okay. Then make this fist converted to fire. Then if I drop the added fire damage here, how's this look? Ah, that still works. Perfect. Hex touch. 35% less effective curses. I'm gonna have to do it for now. Remove the Chaos Golem. Then Wave of Conviction. Hex touch, both curses. Move my Flame Dash up here. Leave the Chaos Golem. What's better, Meat Shield or Minion Life? Probably Meat Shield. No, I can move the Automation Steel Skin up there. I guess if these gloves are all blue, I could actually keep it all. These are low-level gloves. They only have 16 strength, 16 int, so... Well, I hit it, but it's not weighted as heavily in the red and blue because of the lower attributes on it. Okay, lightning res, right. Take this quiver, reroll it with lightning mods. As life lightning res, I would like better. That's a little bit of damage with bow skills. I'm gonna try again. Attack speed, fire lightning. Can I craft damage with bow skills? No, I can craft LE damage with attacks. Just as good. I can bless this to be better. Resistance is looking fantastic. One issue that I was noticing, the curses cost too much. And it was draining the bits of mana that I had. So, applying them with the Wave of Conviction and just getting the exposure, both curses, all out, one go, that is probably for the best. And then, the only other thing I have to cast is Enduring Cry and this Golem. And I'm still going to run into mana issues because of this Tincture and its mana burn. And I move up to Alleyways. Whoa, a perfect Forest Warrior. Nice. And yeah, all the gloves I was picking up, I can't use. Unless I wanted to use Dragon Scale. I do have a few of those. The Evasion gloves, though, they're all 78 or 84, and I technically don't need any resist on them. I want life attack speed. So if I did speed reroll, that guarantees attack speed. So roll that until I hit something. Life fire attack speed, no suffix. Be better. Life 15 attack speed, 2 open suffixes. Okay, 2 blue sockets. And of course I need all blue. It's so much harder to get the blues on a strength dex base. I might have to settle for just 3 here. If I can get the 3 to hit. There's the 3. And then what gets dropped? The minion life. Yep. Or the flame dash for a dash. Maybe I do that instead. No, just drop the minion life. And then craft fire, old res. Made it even better. And now I have evasion on all my gear pieces, so with the next level I can get 15 spell suppression from here. And now I level. Give King's March more gold. Lost Calguran goods. Oh, wow. Those nodes are so good. So much random stuff. Level 71. Hey, and the blast rain's about to level. Give me more damage. The level, it's mana flows. Level my clarity up a bit more. And then let's see if I can take some of these guys out. Wave of Conviction, apply both the curses. Run around. And turn the tincture off. Cool. And then I'm at 76,000, levels up to 86. Another 10k there. Awesome. Ash Bark Tincture. Damage with Ignite. I mean, that wouldn't help me either. I think there's one that blinds enemies. Maybe that one. Infamous Reanimator. There is a helmet mod that causes war cries to cover enemies in ash. That's something I'm going to be looking for. This has a minions convert fire to chaos. Oh, but also, Sork gloves. Wow, those are really good boots too. Oh my. Tough choices here. Take the thing I can't get anywhere else. Take the gloves. And how well these mercs die is going to be entirely dependent on how much fire res they roll on their gear, I think. And dead. Okay. Got gloves. I need to get the clarity linked to arrogance, reserve it on my life, so then I can level it more and it can counter the degen from this tincture. And if I got a second tincture, like, what does that do to the mana burn? Okay, so take these gloves, make that last socket red, then do 2 links, move the clarity here, golem, flame dash, purchase, arrogance, reserve that. At this point, I might as well just like remove the chaos golem. Level 72, 15% spell suppression. That's got me up to 77. I think now would also be a good time to get heist going. So in heist, this door can open and I can just like pretty much one-shot everything behind it, at least on this lower level one. But my coverage on the other side of a door is pretty fantastic. Okay, I need to unlock the other members. Perception I can take Karst on. The investment and the frenzy charges and the attack speed that I did, making this so much nicer to play. There's so much speed on so many enemies, and if you miss with your shot, you could be really screwed. So being able to just fire a bunch of these really fast and make sure you get the coverage on all the enemies, big plus. Through the campaign, it was really easy. It's like, okay, I'm fighting a boss, I get the thing down on it, and then I've got 5 seconds, I can apply all the curses. But when you're getting swarmed, you really might need to spam a bunch of these down. Alright, brute force with a hawk. That got Niles. That was a level 60 contract, so I just leave. Demolition, can do with Tibbs. That gets Talina. Agility, ooh, it's level 78. That might be rough. What do we have in here? Counter Thaumaturgy. That one I can open with Niles. There's Vendiri. Area level 70 Trap Disarmament. I can run that with Vendiri. Level 73. This passive, I'm going to take an all-res with reserved life and mana. Yeah, the only agility I have is T11. Put it in here. Come on, Talina, let's go. I'm going to try. That gets in the net. That's the last one of them.
So the clash comes.
She's got better eyesight than anyone I know.
A man's heart beautiful as from a distance of 2 stones.
We've got a fight on our hands. An asset in the future.
Trespasser! Stop there!
So much for stealth.
Seize them!
The rares are a little rough. I guess I got that tincture. The tincture can help. Alright, now getting out of here is where this is going to be rough. Tincture, flasks, enduring cry. So I'm killing stuff here about as quickly as I was killing stuff in red maps with my almost optimized cat throw build. I expected this to be a little rough, but I'm handling it pretty well for being level 73.
But you should know, I hold grudges.
And like, I'm actually able to kill some of the rares. Life regen, fire ignite resistant, a little rough. Soul Eater, run. I got lots of evasion as well, so... Alright. I made it out. So that is all of them. Good. That's all I will need to do right now. And I pulled a cloak from there. That is level 2. Give me... I mean, job speed's pretty solid early on. Let's just stick with that. Give it to Karst. And I'll start picking up the quest contracts. Oh, you know what I should do? Just put my higher level clarity back on. Level 74. Here I get 100% evasion from body armor. Puts me up to 26k without flasks. Up to 30. I like it. And yep, start picking up these quest contracts. Sunder of Trarthus. I have not seen this one. Pop it. Wave of Conviction him. I want to try and stay away from him, if at all possible. Turn off the tincture. I am weak to fizz damage. He like dives underground, like Minotaur does. Look at that. What is that? I've exiled so many of these strength-based guys, so I'm not as familiar with their things. Okay, I am curious here. I'm sitting at 80,000 on my Tooltip dot, when I turn the tincture on, 128? That's over 50% damage to turn the tincture on? Oh my, that's good. And then it can linger? These essences have been proving kind of rough though. They're tanky. It's tankier than the boss of this map. And all these have Screaming of Greed. I like those, but my life last only has 6 seconds corrupting blood removal, and that's not enough. I've died twice to those Screaming Greeds. I don't think I showed it. Cruel Mistress.
Unravel. Death is not the end.
Really? One shot by chaos damage with 41 chaos res? From a single projectile of a soul rend? Dang. That didn't feel fair. Mods on this map maim 2 additional projectiles, so that probably added to it. Without the multi-proj, it probably only would have been 1. Level 75. I would like Lucky Spell Suppression until I can get that fully capped up. I wonder if Toxic Rain can one-shot me. Or, well, I guess it's just a Vol Caustic Arrow. Too bad that's an Ivory Bow. It's got attack speed and T2 Fizz. Insane. Alright, let's go. Boom. Got the curses, dead. Oh, I had to work Calicum Shrine. Alright. Was not a fair fight there, I guess. This build is so much, like, in my wheelhouse of builds that I like to play. And it plays so differently. It's not like the Caustic Arrow with the, like, ground puddle. Like, you actually have to hit and apply the debuff, and you have this wave that you have to hit with. It plays very differently than a Caustic Arrow. And that's something I'm happy about, because I wouldn't want it to feel the exact same as another build, just color shifted to fire. And it's not at all. Since the dot of this skill as well scales with projectile damage, I wonder if Iron Grip, would that add damage? PUB might know. Hit DPS does not affect the dot. Okay. So there's a difference between, I guess, projectile damage and projectile attack damage. There's something else I want to test. I want to drop this AoE and this AoE. So I just dropped 32 AoE. Alright, and I want to launch this right at that crack. It went to here at the edge. Right there. I fired at this crack from where I'm standing right now. Edge of it went to right there. Then, put my points back. Mastery, AoE, the bow. Fire right here. It went to right there. So, AoE is not scaling the AoE. Or at least not of the wave. It might affect the hit, but it's not scaling the wave. I didn't look at that hit, but I saw what I wanted to see. So that means I respec out of that, put it right there, and then refund out of the AoE, and then let's put that on 10%, 15% life if there's no life on body armor. Level 76. I think the next stop is herbalism into the spell suppression movement speed. Do that before I mess with any tincture passives. And I guess I should probably see if I have a jewel. I do have a 1 passive jewel socket. There's also additional frenzy charges I could get pretty easily. The damage is going to keep coming with gym levels. Fallen Reverend, 2 chaos, or there could be a shock one of these. I think I want to exile this guy. Conviction. Oh, you really got that range with that absolution? That is ridiculous, dude. Ow! Die! T4 map, man! Capped res, bark skin, spell suppression, like, what else do you want? Getting off-screen by an absolution that almost one-shots me. And the only way it even was able to get to me is because it had spell cascade on it, which that doesn't give it damage, that's for sure. I wish with the mercenaries, they were super dangerous if their gear was just like super well optimized for what skills they had going on. Like if he just had insane gear to be able to potentially one-shot me with that, he had insane links with it, sure, I can give it that. But so often it just seems like random. It's like, okay, we're gonna do a ton of damage with this skill this time. Ooh, Screaming of Dread. Corrupt it. Man, Shrieking of Dread can be used to put +2 socketed bow gems on a bow. So I wanted to raise the level of it there, was the idea. and that's why I want to farm essences. Looking for those. Alright, so here we've got a bow with fire damage and lightning damage on it, but using brutality, so that makes the damage do nothing, so that makes the bow not super great. Quiver's okay. Flat fizz there, flat fizz, flat fizz. So maybe could do some fizz damage with a hit with this tornado shot that has impale, but otherwise has no damage scaling. So this character should not do damage to me, especially if I hit my Enduring Cry, have my flask up. I don't even know if it hit me. It's an attack. But those are the things that we should be doing to like determine whether a merc is going to kill us or not. Not just some skills do way more damage than the others. Fulgurite Tincture, that's a shock one. Alright, make regex for this as I move up into yellow maps. Less recovery rate, minus max. Reduced auras. And then for yellow maps, I don't need this to be crazy. Get rid of energy shield. Get rid of hexproof. Get rid of the Ellie res. Get rid of cooldown, buffs expire faster, and remove charges. And the less effective curses. And crit. Wow, and most of those rolled bad. Alrighty, map's good to go. T6, do I still leave a Void Stone out? I think so. I got T7, cemeteries favorited, the dunes, the alleyways. Where's City Square? That's T10, tier 8 maps. Make that a toll and race course. Two different options. Oh, and chisels. And while I'm thinking about it, buy more chisels. Effectively 20% more gold out of all these, and more map mod effect. How's King's March doing? They've already smelted all the bar I've found. Give them more gold. Kineticist, nothing more than 3 linked. The wand has nothing for flat just attacks, so beyond the fire res that is covering this gear, this should be easy. And yeah, it certainly is tanky. It has yet to really do much damage to me. It's also attacks, and I'm evasive, so yeah, if they're gonna have a ton of fire res, they're gonna be tanky. Blast Rain has just leveled to 18. So that's another around 15% more damage. Frenzy charges are up, so I'm at 82.8 to 94.4. So yeah, about 15%, I think. Quick maths, level 77. That gets me more dex. Thunder Quiver, I think that's the one I am actually looking for. Now, is it any kind of good? Assassin's Mark, I don't really want. Storm Rain, Lightning Arrow, that's shock. No aura. I think I don't take. I'm just trying to get more practice in killing them before I get up into the higher tier maps, and that's when I'll actually look for one. Elemental Focus just hit level 16. This is 23% more damage. This is 32. Drop that extra duration, I guess, and that'll be a little bit more damage. I took a shrine and it gave it to the merc that's here. I wish I had this icicle rain would be a really fun skill to play with too. Oh, it's so nuts. Oh, and you got an ice shot. It kind of looks like it behaves the same way the normal blast rain does, except it looks cool. Shrieking of Dread. Let's go. Oh, adaptive resistance. Oh, well, Orichalcum. Cool. Level 78. So I could use that on the bow that I'm using right now just to try and see if it gives me something more optimal. And then if it fails, just re-roll it. I don't have an Exalt still, though. I need to send off a boat and see if I can just fish one out of King's March. Passive point, 6% life. Yeah, this is only +2 in attack speed. Best case scenario is it gives me +2 with elemental damage with attacks and an open prefix. That's what I want. That did not give me space for speed. Okay, I will alt roll it again. Dot multi, nope. Got Ellie with attacks. I'll try a Regal on that. Nope. +1, another +1, +2, Mana Leech, prefix lightning damage. I'm gonna try again. +2, 7 life on hit. Give me a suffix. Good. So now I need an Exalt. Well, I guess for now, put the attack speed back on it. Okay, then let's send a boat to Gekanu. How much value of crops do I have? 6k. They also want bismuth and orichalcum. I think I back it off to a 3 million shipment. 20k bismuth is 4,000 bar. So send exactly that. Okay, and then pull another better crew. So no risk. Hour 49 minutes. Fish for more tattoos. And plenty of gold still. And that should bring me an Exalt, hopefully. Because at this point, if I craft cannot roll attack mods on this bow, the only prefix available is +1 socketed gems. So then the suffixes are locked with the 2 mods on it. The crafted cannot roll attack mods. Exalt guarantees +3 bow. Then I can wipe the suffixes multi-mod attack speed. Fire dot. I'm gonna browse through my dump and see if I can find a +1 fire amulet. There's a +1 fizz, +1 lightning. Alright, if all else fails, life Ellie with attacks, strength int, that's something. +1 fire mana ES. Okay. 8% to put the +1 fire with the Ellie to attacks, 23% with the life, 4.4 with dot multi. I think I try that. Life +1 fire, go. No. Okay. Y'all has one with all res, strength int, open prefix. One with cold lightning chaos res with strength int. Let's get that one. Throw in my divine. Awesome. Okay, so this doesn't break me on strength, does it? No. Good. I can bless it to be higher, and I can put Ellie with attacks on it instead of life. Yeah, how about that? 22, good enough. So let's see, 92k to 109. Massive. Doesn't change the mana cost either. Then Ideal Anoint is probably Breath of Flame, which would take a gold oil. Divine Judgment just takes a black. Holy Fire takes a silver. Arsonist is pretty cheap with some life regen. Let me see if I can just make a gold oil. I'm gonna run out of life force trying this probably, but see if I get anything big. I don't know if I should stop on Verdant. Indigo, teal, another teal, teal, indigo, silver, teal, crimson, teal, indigo. All right, POB. Holy Fire, 6.7. Divine Judgment is better. That needs a black. I did not get a black. I'm gonna keep trying for a black then, I guess. Unless I get a gold. There's a black. Okay. Sepia, teal, black. Now it's up to 118. Big chunk of added damage. Resistance is a little low on fire. On my boots, change lightning into fire. Lightning to fire. There we go. 53 chaos res now. And tincture goes up. 191. Awesome. Ming's heart. Level 79. 6% more life. Shock ambusher. Lightning warp traps. Lightning Spire Trap. Vol Lightning Trap. That'll get shock. Conductivity hurts me. I think that's a no. Oh, he got me. Okay. Every rage grants more attack damage. If that increases the damage, I will have found my second tincture. Let us find out. 128. More rage. Okay, it's capped. 132. I mean, okay. Rage tincture then. I want a higher level one, but wait, hold up. No, I'm at 132 now, so that didn't work. That was the frenzy charges. Okay then, never mind. Elemental damage with attack skills works because I'm applying a debuff. It's not an attack getting the damage out. Infamous Wither Touch. Increased effective curses, reduced curse duration on a staff. I mean, I'll take it for the mod, I guess. Rune Graft of Treachery. 15% reservation efficiency of skills and auras from your skills which affect allies also affect enemies. Nice. That's cool. Yay! Another one of these. Lost Calgurn goods. No Rune Graft. 8 fusings. 17 augments. A max roll implicit base for Sanguine Raiment. Level 80. More life. I should craft Heist. 3 Smuggler's Caches. Okay, that'll get me those quest contracts real quick. Infamous Flame Quiver. Gains 6 life for each ignited enemy hit with attacks on both rings. Is that an infamy mod? It is. Interesting. Easy. Oh. I was about to... I did speak too soon. Yeah, I did not win that. That was close. Ooh, Pain Seekers and Piscators. A couple people recommended Pain Seekers. Oh, and it's a perfect 200. Pain Seekers could give you better scorches. Wow, that's a 1 in 100 Pain Seeker. I'll have to think about that. Actually finding a way to get the scorch worked in to where it's not going to be awful would be fantastic. I can't gear swap it. It's a 4-second scorch with a 4-second duration debuff, so I have to be able to alternate them. And would that be better than a second tincture? At least they made this text smaller, so running a bunch of heist quest contracts at the same time isn't as invasive on your screen. Oh, what was that? Ow. Level 81. Level gets Tiddex. Level 82. That one gets Spell Suppression, Evasion, and Life. A whole Ancient Orb. Awesome. All my heist quests are done. 13 minutes still on the boat. Heist costs 6 chaos to add. I will save it at this point till I roll my next batch of like T10 maps. I have 17 glass blowers. That means I can automate these flasks. Then I only have to worry about my tincture. I think in that case, I like move it. Race plus Malevolence? I think I have a guy that has that, actually. He's not going to shock stuff, but that is both the big auras that I'm using. Interesting. So let's say I snag this guy. Then I could run Purity of Elements and Skitterbots. Probably move my clarity back to my mana, put Unbound Ailments on the Skitterbots, and then if there's anything that's Fire Ignite resistant, maybe he can deal some damage to it. This is an intriguing idea. Alright, I'm gonna yoink the Shaper's Seed from here, swap it with this one, because I want the one that has the Anoint on it. I'm gonna invite. Oh wow, this is unexpected. Yet it has been here the entire time. Let's instead get Haste. There's my boat. The Enlighten, Summon Skitterbots. No Unbound Ailments here. Alright, do it on a different character. Here, we've got Unbound Ailments. Okay, I could easily do that. Drop the Arrogance. Puts me pretty low on mana. Or I could just keep that how it was. And then, what do we got in here? That's an Exalt and a Divine. Only one. What about the War Cry? Okay, I got one. An Annulment Orb. Okay, good stuff. 20 quality Trinity, added cold damage. Alright, I want to send them back there. With the rest of the crops, should be about 3 million again. Yeah, 3.4. And they need more Orichalcum, so send all that I've got. Ooh, I need to back it down a little bit. There we go, 3.3. Alright then, the bow. Let's look here. I guess I don't have the Malevolence on me. Whose Malevolence is better? 119 with his. 118 with mine. His Malevolence is better. Okay, sure thing. So unbuffed, we're at essentially 98,000. And I craft. Cannot roll attack mods. Also one Divine. Exalt the bow. Now it's +3. Then I craft. Prefixes cannot be changed. Scour it. Oh, okay. Sockets have to be empty for that. Then scour it. Cool. Then craft up to 3 mods. I don't have an Exalt for the attack speed, though. So I'm gonna have to settle with lower attack speed. That's okay. But I want Fire Dot Multi. That one hit max. And 8 to 10, hit 9. So in here, we were at 98. Now we're at 129. So that's 30% damage increase right there. And then we still get the Malevolence up to 157, Tincture 238. And that's the DPS before factoring in the 2 curses and exposure. So we're getting up there in damage. And I guess it's time for higher tier maps. I want to do T10s. So I can keep making use of chisels and grab more heist quest contracts. Just keep going. Yeah, I got 14 T10 strands. Running out of scourings. Might have to go get some more. Upgrade chance orbs. And they're all rolled. Down to 5 scourings. I think that combination of mods that I blocked, maybe it's like more heavily weighted towards suffixes rather than prefixes or something, because it's been costly to roll these. And right, I want to reroll this. Life Flask, Corrupted Blood Removal, with reduced charges used or recovery rate. 9's better than 6. 6 seconds corrupting blood was not it. 11? Come on. Charge recovery. 17 seconds. Recovery rate 12 seconds. There we go. Much better. Alright, I spin the 6 chaos so that I'm not building these quest contracts up over the next week. Get them. Oh, and how's the shock? 24%. Not bad. And chilling enemies near me. Alright, this is a little insane. Voodoo doll and energy. Ick. Probably not. Level 83. 3% movement speed. Spell suppression. Infamous Fallen Reverend. Minions created recently have increased crit chance. On both of his ones. Actually, I'm curious. Resistance is capped. Yeah. Does not have fire res anywhere. Oh. Gosh, that does so much damage. It wasn't the minions that was getting me. I don't know. Absolution is scary. 24% on the map boss as well. Okay. I'm cool with it. Ooh, I need to put the Void Stone back in. I think at 9 contracts, I should probably go run them. No, I got 10. I got an extra Smuggler's Cash. And does the Merc come? Yes. All right. Level 84. More spell suppression movement speed. That puts me at 98. So I could refund this and get 3 more here with a little bit of extra movement speed. Blast rain leveling up to 19. Means even more damage. Number says 178. Then 202. A Harbinger's Orb. Level 85. Grab regrets. I want to know. I'm fine to pull out of these. Put that in here. I don't know if I need the reservation efficiency. And then get frenzy charge. Refund. Lucky suppression. And cap it. That still leaves me 216. And skill cost 31 now instead of 39. And another frenzy charge means more damage, more speed, and I get evasion per frenzy charge now. 6-link Moonstaff. Okay. Ooh, out of strength to level my steel skin. At least it made it higher than 11 like it did on the last build. Shocks up to 25%. Level 86. I'm curious if I take increases and reductions to projectile speed also apply to damage with bows. 218 to 218. Alright, that did not work. And these heists are bringing it with the XP. Love that procs bubbles. I don't gotta get inside. Like, there's so many rare enemies. I kind of just get them lit up, get them cursed, and then leave them. And then most of them will die, and if they don't, it's because they had fire res. I just keep on moving. The one hard thing to deal with, yeah, this one's fire res, is watching that tincture and the mana burn getting too high. That is a bit of an issue. And make sure you don't get hit by the security specialist. Crazy attack. You get so much more damage when that tincture's up, though. It's insane. You gotta actually make as much use of it as possible. And if it goes off at 12 stacks, it almost makes it all the way to the cooldown. It does say 8-second cooldown, but it feels like it's even closer than 2 seconds. Because this lets it linger for up to 6 seconds. So that leaves the 2 seconds. And then with practiced reapplication right here, the second it goes off, I could just reapply it. And then I could also set it to automatically deactivate at 12 or more mana burn. So I think, since this didn't work, take this tincture effect and work in there towards that. Second round of contracts complete. How's my boat doing? 18 minutes. Got 12 hours of gold. And then after coming out of the heist contract, going back into a map, it's like, oh, this is much easier. Stuff in the heist contract's a little bit tankier. +1 fire gems. I could take it just to have it, or take another Siege Ballista of Trarthus. I'm gonna take the amulet. I think it was like 24% for +1 fire with T1 life. Ooh, I got 230 int. Another regret orb. I can drop this Aha! Tincture effect. I'm opening smuggler's caches that are not giving me quest contracts already. Well, that's good. An audience with the king? I'm in a T10 map! Okay. Sure. I'm not gonna complain. I am going to take it and be grateful. Whoa. Ah, yes. Kurai quest. One that you can just loot everything. The other one is better. Get to the end. Start this dialogue and I'm gonna leave. I get to show this off once a league. So we'll do it. They're gonna have a little conversation down there. And I am going to wait right at the entrance for Kurai to finish her conversation and warp to me. And then I can just leave. Anytime now. Yep, there she is. Hey, and the boat's back. Cool. There's like a 2-minute cutscene talking between them. And I think I need to clean out my inventory before I go. Empty off that boat. So keep throwing them in there. Level 87. That gets me the cooldown for the tincture. Exalted shard. Cool. For some reason, I always struggle to get exalts more than divines until I run out of uses for exalts and then they start piling. One more to go. I'm having a blast with this build. It's still got a long way to go and it's already outperforming the others, it feels like. It could just be like this fits my style of playing a little bit more. And maybe tomorrow I can try and 6-link the bow and see what we can do there. If that happens, that's huge. But it's going to be a grind to actually get the big upgrades for this. I need an Empower. I need Awaken Gems. So it's going to be a ways out. But at least this build should be capable of doing things. It's feeling really capable thus far. I'm actually able to like comfortably do things in the game. I've done some rituals. I've done now all these heist quest contracts. I haven't pushed up into the higher tiers of maps yet, but I'm really not worried about it. I've got damage. I've got defenses. I've got extra speed now because of how this merc is working. So, like, I get the extra shock. Oh, I need to click this thing. Cool. And then we escape another one of these. Turn my tincture on. And let's move. Yeah, some stuff just kind of falls over. And I get gem level 20, which I could just grind out. That's a guaranteed upgrade that I could get. I have 3 of the gems, so I can try and corrupt them. And the double corrupt is statistically a 1 in 4 chance, and I failed 4 on the last build, so I kind of due for a level 21 gem. So that opportunity will be coming as well. And yeah, I don't know that I could really ask for much more than what I have on my bow at the moment. And then trying to get a hunter quiver that I can craft with even more dot multi would be awesome. That'll have to happen at some point. Oh, turn my tincture back on. It's like almost doubles my damage. It's so nuts, this tincture. I still don't know what I would do with another tincture. I haven't had the inkling to go run the next lab. Like, if I did it, I could just take the 30% evasion and 20 tincture effect. I could go back into Oath of Summer and try and make something happen with that. Or I get another tincture, and what do I put on it? Attack speed? Which it would give me a ton of attack speed, that's for sure. But I don't feel like I'm lacking in attack speed, especially now that I have that haste ore on. There's also the possibility of cluster jewels out here. I've got a 1 passive jewel socket right here, 2 passive jewel socket right there, and up here, access to another frenzy charge. If I swap this chest, I'd have to path back up into this to get Whispers of Doom, or maybe I could anoint that and do something completely different. I don't think this is efficient at all without going up for Whispers of Doom, so maybe there's something that needs to happen there, though I am getting that int, which is nice. There's elemental damage down here with chance to freeze shock ignite. That could pair nicely with Oath of Summer. I could keep getting more tincture effect. There's also snow forged up here, more fire damage. So there's a lot of potential still here, which is good that it's already feeling good to play. And what do we have on the boat? 3 Divines, 1 Annul, no Exalts. All right, what about the War Cries? No War Cries. Combs Primacy. All right. Add more golden here. That's 14 hours. And then I think I am, while this video is uploading, I am going to clean out my dump tab and just save anything good. A lot of this, like a very large amount of this, is just 6 sockets and corrupted 6 links. So I will have a large amount of Jewelers and Fusings to try and go after 6 linking in my bow. So that's definitely a possibility. And then if I don't have the Empower, I just put Inspiration in here, make it cost less for the time being. And I'm really liking the way the Skitterbots is working with the Merc, just how that happens to work out. Pretty cool. But that's where I'll leave it for today. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.